What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. We're back here once again at the store. Like I said, I am covering a shift for one of my other coworkers this Sunday, and that is why I'm here. But talk about an entire fail of a weekend. So this weekend was supposed to be my weekend off for the month. I have been here both days of that weekend off. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna get it done. So I'm sat here. I need to finish editing yesterday's video. Video is edited, but I need to make my thumbnail and my new video post. Didn't end up posting yesterday to Instagram and Facebook that we had a new video come out. Just got caught up spending some time with the family and all that. Didn't do a whole lot yesterday, just kind of stayed at home, hung out, enjoyed time with the family. So about to post that video up here in a minute. I just need to finish this thumbnail, and that's what I'm working on now. Came in today, got here nice and early, just before 10 o'clock. Got the store opened up with Mr. Guy Mello, so it'll be a nice Sunday. I'm finally working with Guy on a Sunday. Normally me and him have opposite schedules for Sundays, so it'll be good to hang out with my brother today and see if we can make some car deals. Started off, I already had a customer come in, Ashley and her husband. They're just kind of going around town looking for some used inventory. Weren't too specific in what they're looking for, so they're kind of looking at SUVs, but not really committed to anything. Initially, they had looked at a used Explorer that we just took in yesterday. I guess we purchased the 22 Explorer off the street. Pretty nice unit, definitely needs to be detailed. Kind of dirty right now, but we'll get that all cleaned up and ready for the front line soon. They didn't really care for it too much. I guess they're coming from an Audi Q7, so they're definitely used to a little bit more of a luxury vehicle. They're also somewhat interested in our Robin's Egg Blue Bronco Sport, the Heritage. Sat in it, they didn't really want to test drive it or anything, and they're gonna continue looking around to see if they can find something. So now I'm sat here. I need to go over some follow-up. I also need to get over to Foodland to pick up some food for today so we can fire up that grill and get the grill going. I am a strong believer. I've said it in videos before, and I swear it works every time. You fire up the grill and customers come. So we're gonna get that grill going pretty soon. I think we're gonna do some steak, some sausage today, and enjoy. And then hopefully we make some deals this afternoon. Head home, gotta pick up Paisley tonight from my dad's house. And I think Britt made some spaghetti because that's what Paisley wanted for dinner. I think we got some crock pot big spaghetti going on at home. But I'm gonna finish up getting this video posted. Probably head over to my couch like I always talk about. I like to work from the couch on Sunday since there's nobody around. And then we will get that grill going. Once we get to that point and we fire up the grill, I'll get the time lapse probably going again. Or we get that food cooked up and let the boys enjoy. So see you guys back when we're out there. Well, guys, that's a wrap on Sunday. Just rolled out of the store. I apologize. I know we talked about grilling. I know we talked about all of that type of stuff, time lapse, out there with the boys. None of that came to fruition, and here's why. First and foremost, we didn't have a grill. Went back to look for the grill. Apparently, grill was either locked away in service or in parts. Those guys must not have put it back outside after they last used it. And I wasn't about to try and open this whole shop up to get the grill going. Besides that, we're actually fairly busy today. So I got a couple of ups in the morning that unfortunately didn't pan out on either of them. One, the customer is looking for an SUV, nothing super specific. They're really up in there. They wanted to look at an Explorer that we had there that I did show them. However, that Explorer we literally just purchased yesterday. Like, purchased off the street, hasn't gone through detail, through anything yet. So showed it to them, but of course it doesn't look great. Literally, it's full of sand. Looks like the guys that sold it to us went to the beach first and came straight here to sell the vehicle. So That thing was in pretty rough shape in terms of detail. The overall vehicle was nice. It's actually in pretty good condition. Not a lot of damage to it, if any at all. I didn't see anything major. Not too high on mileage. It's a 22 Explorer, but literally looked like you poured a beach into it right before they sold it to us. So that doesn't really look too good, and I can understand why that kind of put them off to it. Next one, had another family come in. They're getting ready to move off island. They are headed to Europe, actually, is their next duty station. They currently have an expedition, but the expedition is too big to take over to Europe, which makes perfect sense. But they do have 3 kids. They're a five head family, so they needed something that was still pretty large, or at least had third row capability. They were interested in that same Explorer, or an Explorer in general. Unfortunately, they need an Explorer that has a bench seat in the second row. None of the ones we have on the ground right now have a bench seat in the second row. We have some coming in, but they're looking for a used one. They're really trying not to have another car payment. Basically, they just got the expedition paid off. They're looking to go straight across on a smaller third row SUV. Didn't have anything that fit that bill, unfortunately, so that didn't go anywhere. Then one of our other sales guys, Rafa, had a customer come in that was interested in a CRV that unfortunately we sold. That CRV, I believe, sold earlier this week. I don't remember 100%. But he was looking to trade in a 2017 Explorer Sport that he had just recently purchased. Unfortunately, from what my professional opinion was on it, and I'm not a mechanic, guys, but I do know a little bit about cars. I haven't just been a car salesman my whole life. I've been more of a service advisory role, working at 4 Wheel Parts. I wrench on cars myself. I'm not an ASE certified mechanic, so I'm not saying I know everything, but certain things are pretty obvious signs for me. So that thing, I'm pretty sure, needed at least 1 motor mount and probably a transmission mount, because it had a pretty good thud going in and out of gear, both reverse and drive. There was also some concern about there might be a transmission issue, and what was an indicator of that to us is looking at the Carfax earlier this year. Before this gentleman owned it, he had just bought it like a month ago, so the previous owner was bouncing back and forth for about a month and a half, 2 months before they sold the vehicle to different shops. So to Honolulu Ford, having it looked at there, to another local auto shop in Kailua, having it looked at there. It had a transmission flush done, a bunch of stuff. So we suspected it probably had some sort of transmission issue going on. I drove it myself. It shifted fine, but I did notice the thud when you go in and out of gear, and that was a little bit of a deterrent for us. Of course, we're not going to pay top dollar like what he was looking for on a vehicle that we think we're going to have to do significant repairs on to resell. So couldn't come to a deal there either, unfortunately. And that was pretty much that. That was all the action I had for the day. Other than that, I did get some time to film another short form video. I got it filmed, got it edited. I'm just putting the final touches on it, or was putting the final touches on it before 5 o'clock rolled around and I rolled up out of the dealership. So gotta sprinkle a few more things on that, and we'll get that posted up tonight. So that's good. Got a little more short form content out there. I do need to get more out for the week. Like I said, I really want to get at least like 3, maybe 4 shorts done every week. Reels, whatever you want to call them. I think of them as shorts because I consume most of my short form content on YouTube as YouTube Shorts, and that is the main place I post them. But that's kind of the recap on the day. I'm headed to my dad's now. I'm gonna go pick up Paisley from him and get her home. I believe we have some spaghetti that Britt made for dinner tonight, which I believe that's what we're eating, but I also know that my uncle had some stuff that he wanted to throw on the grill. So I believe he has some marinated meats from Foodland that he wanted to get grilled up. So we might be having a little mix and match there. Since we didn't grill today at the store, maybe we'll grill today at home. I think he said he had some pork belly and some spicy pork, which honestly sounds pretty good. I was a little skeptical about that this morning because I was like, man, we're gonna grill at the store for lunch, we're gonna grill again for dinner. Albeit at the store we usually do like steak, some marinated chicken from Foodland sometimes, or we'll do some sausages, whether it's like Portuguese sausage or like some Polish sausages, something like that. But that didn't pan out today. But I'm headed over this mountain. I want to go pick up Paisley. We'll see what else happens for the day. I don't think I'll film too much else today. It's probably not going to be too entertaining. If anything cool happens, I'll do that. I do know I need to go and start the Cadillac today. Cadillac needs to get started up. It's been over a week since I last started it, and I'm really not trying to buy another battery for it. So we'll get that fired up when I get home, but you guys have heard that bad boy before. We're getting pretty close. I got to start doing a little bit of work on it, and we're going to get that thing posted up for sale soon, but the Lexus needs to go first. So that's a wrap for today. Appreciate everybody that comes out, checks out these videos. Please like the videos, share them. It makes a huge difference for the YouTube algorithm on how we get it pushed out there to more and more people. Keep an eye out for that short later tonight. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. It's Monday. We're in the last week of the month, and I'm still chasing. I'm behind the 8 ball. Current tally, I have 3.5 deals out. 3.5. It's not gonna do it. I need to get to 10. So somehow, some way, I need to figure out how to sell 7 cars this week. That's gonna be a ride. We'll see you back tomorrow. Appreciate you guys.